Imagine you move somewhere for the sake of ease. You're thinking beauty, luxury, aesthetic, food, fun, pleasure. And all of a sudden, life there starts to throw hands. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me when I moved to my Venus line. You see, if you're new here, I use this system called ASTROCARTOGRAPhy, or what I like to call locational astrology, since somebody greedy decided to trademark the name. Yes, thank you, darling. You see how that young man just opened the door for me? Well, I thought that that's exactly how it was going to be living on my Venus line. I was expecting doors to be open for me just because. But that was the exact opposite. Oh, pardon me. I forgot to tell y'all that Vegas is where my Venus line lands. But anyway, this is not my first time in a rodeo when it comes to living in Vegas. You see, I used to live here about 10 years ago. I was in a relationship that didn't really work out because we were just not on the same page. So I thought to myself, now that I'm older, still single, no children, the whole world is in my hands and I'm ready to check in like a luxury hotel stay. And this time it should be perfect because I'm single. Let me tell you, so I actually have Venus in Scorpio, which if you know astrology, most of the astrology gurus say that Venus hates to be in Scorpio and it can really cause some relationship problems. But I thought to myself, like I say, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. This should be fun. And it really was until it wasn't. What you doing with them hands? Oh, okay then. Don't play with me, sir. Oh, hold on. You trying to square up? Ooh. I didn't mean no harm. I was just joking. You looking handsome today or whatnot. You see how Mr. Otto was acting? That's exactly how Vegas was treating me. It was like, as long as I kept it cute, as long as I didn't tell nobody about themselves, as long as I let things slide and just focus on the beauty of life, everything was cool. I was feeling beautiful. Life was looking beautiful. I was as sweet as a southern pecan pie. I mean, I am from Memphis, Tennessee, so of course I was going to bring that southern hospitality, but honey, didn't nobody care about how sweet I was? Look at this beauty, you guys, that I just met. Hi. I was gonna be the villain in somebody's story. And you wanna know why? Because Las Vegas was not just activating my Venus line, it was activating my Lilith line. And if you know about Lilith, baby, that's that dark feminine energy.
Boom, shower, not have to see anybody, and then you're good.
Now, I don't stay at Autonomous Hotel in Vegas, but this is exactly how I used to be. If I wanted to be outside, I would be outside. If I wanted to be at home, I would be at home. And every now and again, I wouldn't mind inviting people to my home. But you see, that's where I messed up. I thought that when you invited somebody into your home that they understood it was a sacred space and they understood that you messed with them because you're inviting them into your personal space. I would share my resources. I would share my meals. Baby, I would even share my shine.
You felt the jail.
But operating from such an open heart space was really tearing me down. It was just like my homeboy just said in that clip, you found the gem. I had to realize that I did not have to share every idea, every meal, every ounce of space, or every part of my heart with people who I just met this year. And I didn't know it at the time because I was just operating from Venus line energy. But Lilith was right there asking me to return to my power and remember who the fuck I am. Now that I think back, I can remember this one time where I had these creators at my house because I had this amazing idea that I feel like God had given me. And in my mind, it was something that I was supposed to share and do amongst a crowd and not just by myself. Do y'all know by the time they left, I broke out in hives? I ain't never broke out in hives. I should have known in that moment that these were not the people for me. Several of those people in that group tried to take my idea, form it as their own, and had the audacity to try to turn around and get my approval. Baby, God is don't bless no mess. I really had to realize that I had way more influence than I realized. I'm all over social media going viral for food reviews and attractions and all these good things. I'm having all these ideas and, Venus is really being good to me. But I was not being good to myself. I think that on an unconscious level, I just didn't want to feel alone. It had been 10 years since I lived in Vegas and, I really just wanted to do something different this time. Last time I was all like, me and my boo and whatnot. And this time I really did crave collaboration and friendship and, something that could last forever. We are back. It's so cozy. I was forced to really take a look in the mirror and, be honest with myself. Like, in what ways had I truly sabotaged all the opportunities that came my way by constantly trying to collaborate with people and, seek this kind of like validation that was never going to come until I gave it to myself. So anyway, I went back to my roots and went back to what I know. I no longer live in Vegas, but I'm not quite done with Vegas yet. I'm just, exploring. I left behind my beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath home and decided to really just start over from the ground up because I want to get right. I want to get back into me and the things that I love in my solo journey and my solo practices. I have since relocated to somewhere else that's still on my Venus line, but I'm much happier here. I will talk to y'all about that in the next video. And I'm going to be doing a whole lot more solo traveling this year, so I encourage y'all to hit that subscribe button. This is going to be my new series. Oh shit. Viva la Astro Living, honey, where I document all the different adventures when it comes to locational astrology and how things are unfolding in my life as a result. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Oh, and let me know if you use astrocartography and what your experience has been like on your Venus line.